Let's start in Green Bay, who are 7-3-1, heading into Detroit, where Jared Goff does well in a dome. 7-4. Detroit is 2.5-point favorites with a 49-point over under. Green Bay, they beat up on, and their defense mostly beat up on a hapless Minnesota team, but they've struggled. Jordan Love has been up and down. They haven't had really good connections, and Detroit has also been struggling. They haven't looked the same, even though they got the running game going. How do you think Detroit's going to do at home in the first 1 o'clock or 6 p.m. game in the UK for the first Thanksgiving game?
These are great Thanksgiving games, by the way. They're all good.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun. Oh, man, this is so hard. I don't like what I see from the Packers passing game, but I also don't like what I see from Jared Goff. Jared Goff's looked bad in multiple games. Like even last week, that this team just, again, this is what happens. You lose your coordinator. I don't think anyone thought, Dan Campbell was like Belichick, that he was just because I think, he was very dependent on how good Ben Johnson was and how good Aaron Glenn was. For that reason, I am going to take the Packers. I think the fact that they can, I just think, again, the way the Lions looked against the way Jameis carved him up for 340 with only really one Dale Robinson. So the fact that this Lions team can be getting their corners are injured, they're really kind of banged up, and they're really dependent on big play sacks with Hutchinson. And if the Packers can just play smart, run the ball, move it around. Christian Watson's looking better. He's looking healthier each week. I like Micah Parsons to kind of really make it tough under the lights. I just think it's going to be a really fun close game. I'm going to go 24-21. Packers win. I think the Lions at home, I just think they're going to focus on stopping Gibbs and make Jared Goff beat you. And hopefully in those situations, Micah Parsons can win his one-on-one situation.
Don't have any faith in it. Again, I think I like Detroit at home. Detroit in the dome, Thanksgiving. This is a home crowd. Eminem will be there. They're going to feast off this. So I just think that Green Bay has been too inconsistent, and they've relied too much on their defense. So, the fact is Detroit has a lot of tools at their disposal when it comes to getting this offense going. And there's only so much Micah can do, particularly when the backfield is easily exploitable. So I can see Amon-Ra St. Brown having a great game as well in this one. I've got it 30-20. I think there'll be a lot of points scored in this one. But at the first Turkey Bowl, I've got Detroit winning it